Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
So welcome back, guys. We are going to be watching more of the Clone Wars. We are watching in chronological order, but we're still watching the episode after last. We watched 315 last time. Now we're watching 316. This one's called Altar of Mortis. And I see a thumbnail of that lady that we saw last time, the daughter of the Overlord.
Oh, yes.
And I'm happy to see this continue. I want to know more. There's so many questions, guys.
Sure is.
Thank you so much for commenting and just telling us what you guys think and your theories and all that. Like, it's just so cool. And Kim actually mentioned something during setup in the arena. Kim, you were saying that Ahsoka being held by the dark sun.
Yes, she was held by, I mean, they had to pick 50-50, but it seems...
Anakin had to pick.
Yes, but they also, the dark son and the light daughter had to pick, one of each. They had to just pick up Obi. Someone had to pick up one of the.
So maybe
Obi
it was their
or
choice
Ahsoka.
to pick him up. Yeah.
Maybe, or because she's possibly could be going to the dark side as well. She stays with Anakin from that vision. Mm-hmm. Or it was just a look of the draw that she was just picked up by the sun. But
yeah,
I just thought that was interesting. I'm like,
like maybe hinting that she might be going towards the dark side, not just by her vision, but since the dark sun actually picked up her, like maybe it was a choice because he was drawn to her or something, and Obi was drawn by the light one. Yeah.
Yes, and Obi is always going to be good, so he stays with the light.
I really enjoyed last episode. I know I'm a broken record again with that, but that was so cool, as bad as it was, and I want to know more. So I want to know, guys, if this is like a big arc for you, because I know certain arcs of this is like bigger than other ones and our other favorites. It's not always the same. Everyone's so different on our channel, so it's kind of neat to see what you guys like. And I really like this one by far. Like the Ventress one too. That was really cool. And although I'm a very positive person, I like the dark side stuff. I want to know more about that and the balance, Yeah, so shall we get into it, ladies? Altar of Mortis.
Let's do it.
Oh, and I do have Ahsoka and Anakin with me because of that, of what Kim said. I was like, oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave. You're awesome, but don't stab me. Ah. That would be so sad if that happened. No.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
Okay, so 316. He who surrenders hope surrenders life. Hope is good.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, and his Padawan Ahsoka Tano are stranded on a distant planet.
On Pandora.
The father keeps a fragile balance between his daughter, who allies with the light side, and the son, who drifts ever closer to the dark. Now we find our heroes about to depart for their journey home. Or so they think.
Yep. Come back around. Let's rethink this. At least it's on the light side this time.
Anakin.
Just like Ahsoka.
Join me. Together we can change the balance of the universe.
I have a feeling.
Aligned, you and I can restore balance wherever we go. We will destroy the Sith and the Jedi.
That's not balance. Toothless? No.
Whoa.
If you're done napping, I could use a little help here.
I'm coming.
Ooh, no vision.
Oh,
it's a vision.
wow. Oh my God.
Really?
Whoa.
Move. Let me fly.
Maybe she's still there. Maybe it's just a vision. No, okay. Whoa. Did Obi see any of that? Like, he's not saying anything.
I know, he's being very quiet.
Okay, no, he sees it.
Okay, no, it's not. Oh, goodness.
Just where I want you, haha.
I think it's obvious where he's taken her.
It's like Lord of the Rings.
Lock the ship this time.
We are in the middle of something we don't truly understand. We'd be wise to confer with the father first. This is what he wants.
I like how they call him the father.
It's my fault he took her.
Into Mordor. What's this?
I've been here for more years than I care to remember. Where is your master?
He will come for
creepy.
me.
Yeah.
If he does not,
A personal space, please.
Oh,
What
yeah.
makes you so sure? You must forget your master.
I don't think I...
Ooh!
Ooh.
You are mine now.
Ooh.
Ooh. Huh.
Oh.
Making her dark, like possessing her? Oh, this is great.
Ooh.
How do I even find the father?
I'll find you.
Mm.
You have done what is forbidden. You've chosen the dark side and allowed it to feed your anger and desire for power.
You look frail, Father.
Oh boy.
I'm not
Oh.
dead.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps I am
Tired of waiting.
Oh,
the
I had a
lightning's
gonna kill
chase.
Just like that.
Oh.
If he killed him already, that was easy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I must talk to him.
Not until he's stronger.
But your brother is losing himself to the dark side.
It is not his fault. My nature is to do what is selfless. But my brother's will always be to do what is selfish.
Your brother will flee this place and wreak havoc on the universe. You and Anakin combined have the power to stop him.
Oh boy. Very inviting.
I can go no further. When you reach the altar, it will give you what you need.
I don't understand.
He
know
who
what I
wields
need.
the blade will be able to control my brother.
He won't be able to. Anakin needs it.
Can't get.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Okay. Now just get him out of there.
It's me.
Not looking too
Let's
good.
go.
Mm.
Are you proud of me, Master?
What?
Oh, look at her face.
He only wants what's best for the universe.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
creepy.
so
Oh my
it is.
God.
My gosh. Oh,
Criticism,
look at her.
Master?
Oh.
This isn't you, Ahsoka.
Isn't it? I feel more like myself than I ever have. Yes.
Oh.
You will be forced to kill me.
Huh.
Poor Anakin just wants
I
to-
know. What a good challenge.
Oh, jeez.
What a pleasant surprise. When you brought a friend, I have done what is right, or what is wrong, depending on your point of view,
Our
Okay.
father is dying.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and was taking too long to die, so
Oh my
I
gosh.
decided to move
So,
things along. Why are you here?
I won't let you leave this planet.
You might want to check up on him. He's a little preoccupied right now.
Oh, you get the sword.
oh, that's what he's.
So is Obi gonna walk in on this and think that he's attacking Ahsoka?
Yeah.
Stupid will kill.
You're getting ahead of yourself, aren't you, Snips?
Call me that.
Oh, there's a two.
To a Jedi, a challenge.
Huh.
Their conflict is feeding you, isn't it? I must stop them.
No.
Wanna kill her too?
Oh, come on.
Then I guess we must fight.
Oh, gee.
I hope he doesn't die.
Any suggestions?
Yes, we cut her free.
Nice.
How? Yeah, so it's him going through her.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, right back at you.
Ooh.
And she feels bad. He doesn't.
Ooh.
Let her make the
Wow.
choice first before you get
Oh, jeez.
Ah. I thought she was doing it for a second too. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, right.
Boom.
Hey, Dad.
Oh. Oh, come on.
He's got strength.
Put him in his place. Get him back. No, come on. Right in front of him.
Boy.
Oh crap, she has it. Oh, she's gonna kill the father?
I am sorry, Father. I didn't know how else to stop him.
No.
Oh, no.
Your usefulness has come to an end.
Oh, it's gonna
An end. Oh, my goodness.
What does that mean?
You will die.
Oh,
Oh, it's gonna kill her.
daughter's gonna go in front.
oh, got her. Oh.
Well, at least he felt bad about that.
Wow, I guess.
Wow. Okay, talk about way out of balance.
Oh.
All is lost. The balance has been broken.
Can you help her?
The dark side shall consume her.
You must help her.
Aw.
Cannot undo what is done.
There's always hope.
Aw.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Princess Yue giving her life to the spirit. Oh, he has to be the bridge.
Let my daughter's last act be to breathe life into your friend.
Aw. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's wonderful.
Wow. How cool.
Wow, look at that.
What's so bad about the
Gee.
daughter? Aw.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Snips.
Don't call me that.
What's going on?
Not much. It's good to see you.
Not much. Yeah.
We will stop your son.
No. You must go
There's no
now.
stopping.
What about you?
Oh, he's already
I
gone.
shall mourn all that I have done.
Oh,
Wow.
that's so sad.
Wow, that was even darker than the
daughter,
last
yeah,
one.
so
Holy
much,
crap.
so much sure dark.
So what
Whoa.
happens now? I mean, like, we know the movies again, but so darkness is really taking over even more so now that the sister was killed. I mean, I'm glad that he felt bad about killing her. He got upset because he was
Yes,
so
he did.
removed from the dad to be like, you gotta die. You've been just living too long. And what did he say? He was just
Oh my
like,
God, that's
Yeah, I
what
just
I'm
wanted
so
to-
to
believe
do, and
that.
I just had to move it along faster. And I'm like, oh,
Yes,
Oh my.
no like remorse or emotion there at all. Just like, oh, it just has to be that way, you know. But once he killed his sister by accident, he was very upset about that. And took
Yes,
off.
you can tell that. Yeah.
Whoa.
So ultimately, taking Anakin there, the father made a mistake because the son saw how dark he can get, and he can overpower this.
Yeah.
because that triggered him moving forward, getting motivated to do that. Yeah. So I love that where he's trying to do something good. He knows both sides, and he is that like calm, major different perspectives
That's
on
right,
everything. It's just like you
definitely.
think he would get the right idea, but you don't. Like everyone handles things differently. You never know what the outcome is going to be. You try to control things, you can't, you know. And he had a good idea. Trying to contain them, but it was just like really bad for him. So she died. Like, how sad is that? She sacrificed
gone.
herself.
Oh my
And
gosh, yes,
even as strong as she is, it was interesting to see how much control the dark side has, kind of.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
how
It always had a little overpowering over her.
yeah, because she had strength, but she had great weakness because of her compassion, and she was lost and showed this ultimate weapon to Obi, who was chosen in that way because only certain people can wield it or whatever to kill her brother and kill her, you know. So for her to show that ultimate weapon, because she couldn't think of anything else, because she can't use violence or anything, like
That's right.
it just shows great weakness there. So that sucked, and that planned out exactly on how the brother wanted it. Oh my God, I'm glad the father survived, but ooh, yeah, so now he
I am
regrets
too,
everything.
and now
Yes.
he's going to pass away, so it's even going to be more negativity around.
I'm so glad that Ahsoka is okay.
Me too. I am really happy about that because I was
wow,
like, holy
yeah.
crap. I was like such in awe because, okay, yes, spoilers, we learned that she's going to be in The Mandalorian. That's many years later. So I'm like, well, she has to survive then. But I was like, maybe she does die and somehow they have to bring her back or whatever. And I'm like, how's this going to... I mean, it was so freaky seeing her like that too, that she's such, like,
Wasn't
she's
it?
possessed by him and also
sure was.
just fully in the dark side, so she was dying from that. And I love the emotion with Anakin when he got so upset and was like almost crying, like, no, help her, like he was so vulnerable there, and you actually felt so bad for him, like, oh my.
And yet you feel bad
Yeah.
for the father because his daughter's dying
That's
too.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like
Oh
both
my
their
gosh,
daughters
yeah.
were dying.
Exactly,
Oh my
at the same
God,
time.
yeah.
And the father was so logic with that, where he was mourning, he was so sad about his daughter, but he thought things through right then. He goes, well, let me have her life pass to your friend as her
Yes,
last
yes.
act of good or whatever.
That's good,
And
yeah.
I love how Anakin had to be the bridge of that. Like, he is the chosen one, so he had to do that to help out. So I like how they all had to be involved
Yeah.
to make that work. And kind of like father saving daughter in one way, and but yeah, like that was pretty cool to see her come
Too
back.
bad the light couldn't stay with Anakin.
I know. I'm like, keep a little bit inside him. Yeah, that would change. Can you imagine how different things would be if he stayed light? I know. Big difference. I was kind of like, okay, well, now with the son actually possessing Ahsoka, will she now have some dark in her where she'll start changing over time? That's what I was kind of thinking with this. And she was so freaky because, yes, that was her talking to a certain extent, I feel like, but she was mainly possessed by the son. So I was kind of like, is that really truthful? I mean, like, the simple thing was, I hate being called Snip. Stop calling me that.
It was like the negative stuff that she's always, like, complains about. That came out more.
Yeah, so it was kind of like, that sounds more like Ahsoka. Like, why would he say that through her, you know? So some of that was still coming through. But I love how Anakin hugged her because he never touches her. Like, he's very removed like that. And that was nice to see that kind of emotion, that he really did care and he's been getting upset. So good character development. I love it very much.
Very much. Well, even when the son took her off the ship, he was just like, I'm getting her. And Obi's just like, completely quiet, and we're like, this is really weird.
I know, because we overthink everything, and I'm like, okay, they're leaving the planet, and I was like, is this another test by the son where he really wants Anakin, but he's not really there? So I thought he was going to try to make Anakin crazy, and Obi wasn't going to see any of this, and like, what the heck's going on? And then kind of pit them against each other. But then I'm like, okay, well, Ahsoka, she's still not up there, and Obi's not saying anything, so I'm guessing he's seeing this, because otherwise he'd be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my God, like, don't hit that. Stop, you know?
And he's going so fast in between a world that he doesn't know. But he's such a great pilot.
Yeah, because he's a great pilot, and he cares so much for Ahsoka, and I'm like, you don't want to endanger your life and Obi-Wan's life because you're recklessly going through all these pillars and stuff. But yeah, he is a good pilot, and it was good to see that desperation where he's like, what the freak? Like, he knows how powerful this guy is, and he can kill Ahsoka anytime. So, and I like how they change into like griffin forms or dragon forms where you have a brother. I keep going between brother son, but you guys know what I mean, depending if I'm talking about the siblings at the same time or if I'm talking about, like, you know, the father view. Seeing the siblings change to different forms was cool, where, you know, the light was more of griffin or angelic, and then you had him who was kind of a dragon, demonic dragon with very just dark colors, no glowing, you know, nothing that looked very angelic on him at all. So it was crazy to see how different they were. Ooh, yeah, it's so dark this episode. Holy crap.
Now, they have to go to the ship before he gets...
Yeah, because he might get out.
But he already took off, but the ship, who knows, even if it's working order.
Yeah.
Pretty much crashed.
Hopefully it'll be fine, but I guess he could fly around there, but he can't actually leave there without a ship.
He can't leave without the ship. So.
I hope they get there first. I don't know. So it's bad because when you have this ultimate darkness that's getting released, and now Anakin is also going to be taking that path in the near future. So really bad. Very bad.
Terrible.
Oh my God.
So the father, I mean, he's still alive, but how much longer is he going to live now that there's no balance?
And if the son can't get off the planet, is he just going to stay there?
And try to kill him every time, and then
every time, my gosh.
Maybe he can take control of the planet and somehow, like, go wherever he wants, you know, land somewhere. Who knows? So many questions still, but wow. Yeah, I really like this, and seeing Ahsoka so different and so creepy and evil, like that was not cool. We did see her dual lightsabers, and she might have always had the other one. I don't remember her ever wielding two lightsabers, and I mentioned that because I used to play the Disney Infinity game, and I love how I have her figure out right now. I have all the characters from Disney Infinity, but anyway, she has a dual lightsabers here, and I mentioned that before, so maybe she always had two, and we only saw one or didn't recognize that she had another one on her belt, because I almost mentioned that when she was taunting Anakin when she was evil, and I was like, okay, there's another handle there, like it looks just like her other one. So if you guys can elaborate more, I'm sorry that sometimes it's like over our heads, but but I did notice that when she jumped down, so I thought that was really cool to see that she had two, that she always have two with her, and she was a great opponent for Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Yes, she was. She finally said, challenge. Like,
I know that was probably the sun coming through too. Yeah, so he's just so cocky and everything. But she was amazing because those were a lot of her skills too. I don't know if they were both mixed with his and hers, but she learned a lot from Anakin. Maybe even Obi taught her a bit when they were in battles and all that. But, you know, she learned from great Jedis. at least from Anakin, and that's amazing. So, and they're even talking about Anakin being the best with the Force, and he's one of the greatest Jedi. And going back to last episode, how Obi was talking to his master and saying that we've never seen the Force like that in someone else, and yet he still gets attached to things so much where he has a lot of dark in him too, or some dark, and Obi's trying to diminish that. Very interesting to see all this take place, and holy crap. So I enjoy Ahsoka's character so much, and I think she's come so far, and to actually go against the 2 lightsabers against 2 amazing Jedi was just so extreme. And I know again it's the sun mocking through her, but I'm like, holy crap, this is so bad. Very good episode.
It was. It was
very good.
Very good. So sad about the daughter, but
I know. I always think that there's some way to bring people back, but even with Sidious saying like to Anakin later that if you want to save Padme, you have to learn the dark side because you can bring people back, but it's never how you want it to happen, you know, and it's a lie to a certain extent, and yeah, so you can't just bring people back to life. So that really sucks because she was a real nice person and sacrificed herself, you know. Boo. But anywho, until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really good show. Love the last 2 episodes a lot. And we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys. Bye. May the good Force be with you.